fake or fact?
Read my lips. No new taxes.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Simply stated, there is no doubt that Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction.
We can't let the world's worst leaders blackmail, threaten, hold freedom-loving nations hostage with the world's worst weapons.
All of these clips have one thing in common. They are all propaganda.
We came, we saw, he died.
You are fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Propaganda is defined as information, ideas, or rumors deliberately spread widely to help or harm a person, group, movement, institution, nation, etc. When most people think of propaganda, they think of Nazi Germany. Yet before Nazi Germany, the Soviets developed the Montage. You know, the Montage. The Soviets used propaganda films to unite their vast empire after World War I and years of civil war. They founded the world's first film school, the Moscow Film School in 1919, and the Kuleshov Workshop. Before the Soviets, propaganda helped encourage American colonists to fight for full independence from Britain, printing and mass distributing propaganda such as Thomas Paine's Common Sense. And long before Thomas Paine, Martin Luther wrote propaganda that was spread throughout Europe to question indulgences and other unchristian practices of the Catholic Church. How did the Church respond to Martin Luther?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
But also,
as I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way.
In 1622, Pope Gregory XV created the Sacred Congregation for the Propaganda of the Faith, or in Latin, Sacra Congregatio de Propaganda Fide. Propaganda. Propaganda. This was a college to train priests to become missionaries. In other words, to propagate the faith and spread it to new lands. That's right. The Catholic Church invented the first standardized system of propaganda. Because the Church learned after the Crusades and the Inquisition that perhaps the pen was mightier than the sword. Catechesis is the term for what we today would call preaching. Only catechesis was a much more organized and structured format. See, printing presses weren't invented in those days, so the fastest method of spreading such information was through spoken word. And so, during the 4th and 5th centuries, baptism had become a several-week-long seminar leading up to baptism on Easter Sunday. Seminar? Like seminary? Is that where that word comes from? A small group of students as in university, place or gathering, let's see, origin. From Latin seminary, from semen, seed. So seminar actually comes from semen? Anyway, during this time, catechumens attended several meetings of intensive catechetical preaching. By the way, do you have any idea how long I had to practice to get this pronunciation right?
Catechesis.
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 Catechesis. This was the first instance of the modern school system. And here the Catholics taught a prescribed curriculum that was leading to a graduation in the form of baptism. So the Catholic Church invented propaganda as a structured system for spreading their ideology to the distant parts of the globe. You see, propaganda can be used for either good or bad. The fact that it's propaganda isn't a bad thing. For instance, this web series aims to be a form of propaganda, where we make new ideas, thoughts, and facts interesting. Because when you don't know that you're being educated, That can be a dangerous thing.
Our next episode will look at how propaganda in the modern day uses technology to become even more viral.
You are fake news.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you and those you care about can be informed. And